Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Tonight, we'll see the San Antonio Spurs as they play against the New Orleans Hornets. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. This season, Clark, is so young, every team's still finding their footing. What are you focusing on at this point?
I think it's always fun to see how the rookies are progressing. Evaluating prospects is really an impossible job, so watching these first-year guys in action, I think can tell you a lot, even if it's early in the season.
And how about Parker there? Incredible job with the handle and the footwork to get that one.
Parker against Paul. Quest a screen on Parker. Duncan with the block. It's Ginobili with the drive. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker.
Extraordinary work from Parker to find his teammate for the open basket. His passing is just phenomenal.
Here's Ariza. Pass to Paul. And Ginobili pulls it down. Jefferson down low. Ariza covering. Jefferson's shot is off. Ariza against Ginobili. Ariza passes to Paul. Six on the shot clock. West setting the pick for Paul. Goes up from the top of the key. Three-pointers to Jakovic. And again, New Orleans has no luck. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Pass to Ginobili. Inside, Paul with the steal. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Still grinding his way to the hoop. Paul, relentless.
Here are the Spurs with the ball. Now here's Parker. Duncan with a screen on Paul. Parker passes to Duncan. And he gets the bucket.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
San Antonio shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
And those aren't the kind of numbers they can afford to repeat throughout this season.
Duncan no good on the free throw.
You know, you got to really appreciate and respect how steadfast Duncan is. I mean, he's always under control and composed, keeps his team focused on the task at hand, and that's extremely valuable.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
Boy, I like the fact that's intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be in their face all night long.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Parker against Paul. Back to West. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Paul.
And they were in the top 10 in terms of opponents' points per game, up there with some of the very best in our league.
You pointed to their field goal percentage. It was up there among the leaders last season because of how smart they played at the offensive end. They made very few bad decisions. And here is Ginobili. That's tipped. Stolen by Stojakovic. Kicks it to West. There's the pass to Paul. 5 to shoot. Plenty of space. Jump shot is good.
Paul is superb in the pick and roll. I mean, once the screen comes, he's really good at taking what the defense gives him.
Parker outside. Passes it to Ginobili. Now here's Parker. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And the shot goes down. Duncan's got his second bucket of the game to go.
You're looking for points late in the shot clock. Getting the ball to Timmy is not a bad idea at all. That's actually a good plan.
The Hornets trail by 4. Paul with the ball. To the inside. West. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
And, this is where Paul likes to work his magic. Very effective at making the right pass in the pick and roll.
Duncan outside. He kicks it to Jefferson. Pass to Ginobili for 3. They get it back. And that one's good. Duncan's got 6 points.
Solid job positioning and really good intensity and focus from Duncan that time to get to that second shot opportunity.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
And checking out the numbers for Manu Ginobili. He had a strong showing last season. Last season put up about 16 points a game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And every team wants a scorer to give them a lift off the bench, and that's just what he brings.
Well, he's instant offense. I mean, the game's momentum can be going one way, then bam, his scoring turns the tide.
Paul outside. Ariza outside. West against Duncan. Clock at 6. West kicks to Okafor. From deep. Rebound by Parker. And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. And Jefferson wide open. He shoots, and it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Ariza passes to Paul. Back to Ariza. Here's Okafor. Splitter covering. Paul for 3. Hands it from downtown. Paul's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Paul against Parker. Pass to Ginobili. Here's Duncan. Ginobili outside. Driving the lane. And Okafor with the block. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. And so it's San Antonio with it. It's a 3-point game.
There's the tenacity of Chris Paul. Always on the surface with him, getting right up on him and not giving him an inch of space to get the shot off.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Here's Parker. And now the first timeout called here for the Spurs. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
Bonner, he's checked in for San Antonio. Parker looking around. Ginobili attacking, and there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul called on the New Orleans Hornets.
Love the determination that oozes from Ginobili when he decides to take it to the rack. Nobody does it with more flair.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
You know, in the early going, they've been effective scoring in the mid-range, and if it's falling, I say stay with it.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside. And whether he's starting or coming off the bench, Ginobili makes an impact, the type of player any team would love to have.
And so Ginobili nails both of them.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Al Paul, 26 points for him last game against Denver. Shoots from 8. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Spurs leading by 3. Here's Ginobili. Makes it off the glass. Ginobili's got 6.
And the touch from Ginobili. So clever and confident on the interior.
The pass to Paul. Just 5 to shoot. A rebound by the Spurs. Parker, right side. Passes to Jefferson. To the middle. Wants to get it to Duncan. And does. Over Ariza. Misses the baby hook. The Hornets trail by 5. Here's Paul. He's got 9. West gets to Ariza. Paul looking around. Pass to West. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
It's one of the many things that Paul is known for, his ability to find open teammates.
And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Lob pass to Duncan. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Great timing on that alley-oop by Duncan. He seems to always be in the right place at the right time.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Paul passes to West. In the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Spurs leading by 3. Now here's Parker. 26 points for him last game against Indiana.
And it was not a one-man show. That was the best part. He had just as good a game with his passing as he did with his scoring.
6 on the shot clock. Basket good. Ginobili's got 8.
That shot is a staple in Ginobili's game. I mean, he's got excellent touch on those little floaters.
So it's the Hornets now. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Yeah, and you know, those losses really hurt when you can't get anything going your way, everything's going against you. Very frustrating.
San Antonio calls timeout. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Antonio McDyess, he's checked in for Duncan. Simmons comes in for Richard Jefferson. Garrett Temple has checked in for Manu Ginobili. And it's Hill in for Tony Parker. New Orleans also making some changes. Smith checked in for Pejus Dijakovic, and it's Wright in for Trevor Ariza. Spurs leading by 3. Pass to McDyess. Now Hill nails the 16-footer.
And I think the mid-range spot of the floor is where Hill excels most. He knocks down that shot with great regularity.
For New Orleans, they've gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. It's right on the wing. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 5th assist in this one.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Now here is Hill. He had 15 points last outing. 6 to shoot. Feeds to McDyess. Over Okafor. McDyess can't hit.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
West misses from close range.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
And for a combo guard, Hill has great speed getting to the rim. His dunking abilities almost off the charts.
And the Hornets with possession here, trailing by 5. Here's Paul. There's the dish to West. Hill pulls it in. San Antonio's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Over Smith. Hill, no good.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
West passes to Okafor. Paul outside from the arc. A rebound by the Spurs. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Knocks it loose. And New Orleans pushing it up now. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Wells, he's checked in for McDyess. Nash comes in for Matt Bonner. And it's Finley in for Bobby Simmons. Benga, he's checked in for New Orleans.
Yeah, West, one of the true professionals in the game, a savvy forward, a bruising big guy with a nice touch, loves the mid-range game, and boy, he brings championship mental focus to any team he plays on.
Now here is Hill. Offensive rebound. The shot by Wells, no good.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Here's West. He's coming off a 31-point game against Denver. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Paul against Hill. Just 5 on the clock. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
In for the Hornets, number 66, Pat Hill.
There's 14 seconds left to play here in the first. A shot by Paul, no good. Outside Hill. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Chris Paul picks up that one.
Really terrific work from Hill, angling his body perfectly on the shot and forcing the defense to act.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Free throw drops for Hill. Both free throws good from Hill. And that does it for the first quarter. Spurs out in front. They lead by 4. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
Now here's Wright. 6 on the shot clock. Knocked away. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. One of the interesting things to watch in the coming years, Greg, the role of social media in the NBA.
I mean, everyone's getting smartphones these days. Now players have the ability to communicate directly to fans. They don't need their message to go through the media anymore.
Excellent concentration. Paul not allowing the defense to dictate his shot selection.
San Antonio leading. Hill kicks to Wells. Now Finley. And here is Hill. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He dishes it to Wells. It's deflected. Beyond the arc. San Antonio with the rebound. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Temple. Rebound by Smith. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the New Orleans Hornets. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Right outside. With the teardrop. And the rebound goes to Nash. The Spurs shooting well, 50% from the floor. Finley the pass to Hill. Here's the teardrop. And they're on the break. And that one's good. Right.
Timeout.
Wright's got the lead up to 1 now for the Hornets. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Hornets.
You have to give them credit for their defense here in the early stages. I mean, they've shown tremendous anticipation, on the same page as a unit defensively, especially on those block shots.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
And the Spurs with some changes. Splitters checked in for Wells. Duncan comes in for Nash. And it's Jefferson in for Finley. The Spurs have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Got loose. Duncan, the pass to Hill. Back to Duncan. And the pass to Splitter. 4 on the clock. Shot from the top of the key. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. New Orleans gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Smith outside. Wright finds Smith. It's Jefferson outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. And now a 4-point Spurs lead.
Shows the quickness that time. Jefferson just gets it in a hurry.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Wright outside. Back to Paul. And Hill has it in the corner. Shot clock at 5. Three-pointer right. Rebounded by the Spurs.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now here is Hill. Paul outside. They set the pick. Here's Benga. Splitter covering. Chalk up 2 there.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Hill passes to Duncan. It's back to Hill. Duncan with the screen for Hill. Paul with the ball. 12 points for him. Passes it to Smith. It's right on the wing. Kicks to Paul. Shot clock at 6. Another one falls for New Orleans.
And Paul cooking with gas right now, getting to his spots and getting busy.
Pass to Duncan. Over Smith. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Well, that's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit, maybe lost concentration too.
They set the screen. Right, the pass to Benga. And he drops it in from the low post. Benga's got the lead up to 2 now for the Hornets.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
The Spurs have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Pass to Duncan. And the dunk by Duncan.
Boy, that's a powerful throwdown by Duncan. He saw an opening there and took full advantage of it.
For New Orleans, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Down low, here's Benga. Second shot opportunity, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And, guys, that was an element of his game that he could not get turned around. I mean, he was really in a funk, and it lasted all season.
Here's Parker. Outside Jefferson. Duncan with a screen on Paul. Parker passes to Duncan. Here's the break. Ariza with it. Picked up by Ginobili. Count it. Ariza's got his first points of the night.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Spurs trail by 5. Parker outside. Here's Duncan. Okafor with the rebound.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Parker against Paul. To the inside. Okafor. And Bonner pulls it down.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Parker against Paul. Parker right side. Duncan outside. Just 3 to shoot. Ginobili, that's for 2. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Ginobili's got 10. The Hornets leading by 3. Now here's Paul. 14 points for him. To the paint. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Parker. The Hornets have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And some changes here for the Spurs. McDyess comes in for Tim Duncan. And Simmons subbed in for Jefferson. And a change for the Hornets. David West, he's checked in for Paul. Both shots good from the stripe.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
McDyess up top. He kicks to Parker. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Outside, Simmons. Here's McDyess. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
You can't afford to let McDyess get comfortable from the mid-range now. He likes that area.
The Hornets leading by 3. And there's the pass to West. Dishes to Ariza. West a screen on Parker. Ariza with it. Outguarded by Simmons. No good from West. And the stuff by West.
Excellent effort on the glass that time from West, using his size and strength to reel that one in.
And so it's Ginobili bringing it up now for the San Antonio Spurs. Outside, Simmons. Passes it to Ginobili. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
That's a well-earned foul for the and-one opportunity. Ginobili was so ready to sacrifice himself on that play.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game. Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Duncan, he's checked in for Matt Bonner. And it's Jefferson in for Simmons. Free throw good, Ginobili. New Orleans in the lead. Now Stojakovic hasn't made one yet over Ginobili, and it's Stojakovic missing.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
Pass to Parker. Here's McDyess, and Okafor with the block. And here is West. He's got 13. Benga passes to Ariza. There's the dish to Stojakovic. 5 on the clock. West a screen on Ginobili. Stojakovic with it. Jefferson picks him up. Good on the triple. Stojakovic has got the lead up to 5 now for New Orleans. Stojakovic against Ginobili. Duncan dishes to Parker. With the floater. Another shot. And Duncan lays it in. Duncan's got 12 points in the game.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
And the basket by West.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
For San Antonio, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter. Just under 50% shooting. Jefferson, a screen on Stojakovic. Ginobili against Stojakovic. Here's McDyess. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Emeka Okafor.
And night in and night out, you know, McDyess provides a bunch of energy. He's an athletic big guy who does a little bit of everything for you. Those guys are hard to find, but always valued.
The first one falls. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Finley's checked in for Duncan. Simmons comes in for Richard Jefferson. Garrett Temple has checked in for Manu Ginobili. And it's Hill in for Parker. New Orleans also making some changes. Smith comes in for Benga. And it's Paul in for Okafor. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
They are perfect from the line in this quarter and need to stay aggressively in attack mode if they want to gain control of this game.
West inside. He's guarded by Finley. And it's West missing.
I think he'll think twice about attempting that shot next time. The defense was right on top of him there.
And the dunk by McDyess.
You know, that's what you want out of your point guard. Hill is really doing a nice job getting the ball from side to side and not hesitating at all in doing it.
Paul with the ball. He's got 14. Count the basket. Paul's got 7 points for the quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Here's Hill following the basket by Chris Paul. Pass to Hill. Good. Nice job down low. That's now 8 points for George Hill.
I think Hill is very difficult to stay with in pick and roll situations. It's kind of a guessing game whether he's going to pass or shoot after the screen.
New Orleans gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Paul against Hill. It's stolen by Hill. And oh, here we go with Hill. Nobody back. And taken away by Paul. Drives to the hoop. And the layup is good. Paul's got 18 points.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
Spurs trail by 3. Hill kicks to McDyess. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Temple to pass to McDyess. It's good. He's got 8. .41 seconds left to play in the first half. Paul outside. Back to Ariza. Hill pulls it in. And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Temple dishes to Simmons. Lays it up off the glass. And the Spurs lead by 1. 11 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Paul passes to West. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 6 assists here tonight. A big-time effort for Chris Paul, providing a lot of energy for New Orleans. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Back right after this. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been a clinic by Chris Paul.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. The Hornets shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. To the middle, here's West, and the dunk by West.
David West scoring the ball, very efficient. A high percentage shooter who looks for quality shots.
Spurs trail by 3. Parker outside. It's Ginobili on the wing. Knocks down the 3-ball. Ginobili's got 16.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by Parker.
The Hornets on offense. Their next game is at the Rockets Arena in Houston for a game with the Rockets. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That'll be his second foul of the game. Richard Jefferson. He's checked in for Garrett Temple.
Substitution for your Spurs. Number 24. Richard Jefferson.
On defense, San Antonio. Back to Paul. Ariza outside. Clock at 6. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And, you know, the length of Ariza is tough for defenses to deal with. Amazing watching him draw contact while getting into a shot.
The Hornets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That free throw, no good.
The well-seasoned Ariza continues to make a difference. I mean, this veteran is a reliable scorer and a quality defender.
And he sinks the second.
Yeah, that's a big miss right there. Now only a 1-point lead.
Ginobili the pass to Splitter. He dishes it to Parker. Duncan outside. Back to Parker. Over Paul. And the Spurs scoring again.
And the shot clock was getting low there, but Parker did a fantastic job of getting off a good look at the basket, keeping calm even in a tense moment.
Paul. It's hauled in by Duncan. Duncan's got his 5th rebound in this one. Parker against Paul. Duncan with a screen on Paul. And the wide open shot from Ginobili. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Parker against Paul. Last setting the pick for Paul. And Blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Excellent defensive timing that time by Tim Duncan.
Parker passes to Duncan. Kicks to Jefferson. Duncan inside. West on him. Yep, it counts.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
The pass to Paul. With some arc, and he lays it up and in. Paul's got 20 points.
Exceptional focus from the point guard. Paul is no stranger to having to outwork the defense.
San Antonio leading by 4. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Ginobili with the ball. Chris Paul covering. Inside. Here's Duncan. And Paul pulls it down. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Dishes to Stojakovic. That 3 off the mark.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for the Spurs. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Pass to Duncan. High, arcing shot, and the basket is good. Duncan's got the lead up to 6 now for the Spurs.
Oh, great ball movement there.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Jefferson against Stojakovic. Paul outside. Lets it go from 11, and the jumper falls for him. Paul's got 4 points this quarter.
You know Paul is looking for these shots, and as the defender, you have to be anticipating this.
Parker against Paul. Duncan with a screen on Paul. Here's Parker. He gets that one. Parker's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Well, even with the defense right in his face, Parker is just in his comfort zone down inside with that look.
The Hornets trail by 6. Paul passes to Ariza. West with the ball. Duncan defending. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Duncan.
The ball goes to New Orleans.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
And the Hornets call time here. Without question, Manu Ginobili displaying his skills today.
And he just keeps hitting shot after shot. They need to design a way to deny him the basketball. Make someone else beat you. Chance to check out some stats for West. Last season, he played outstanding. He averaged about 19 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. And always nice to have a guy like him who can really defend at a high level coming off the bench.
You know, when you can sub in a lockdown defender, that's a major plus.
Paul outside. 5 to shoot. West setting the pick for Paul. From downtown. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Now Parker following Chris Paul's three-point attempt. Back to Ginobili. He kicks it to Parker. Takes the three. That falls. Nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili. And now a 9-point Spurs lead.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on.
And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Parker's got 9 points now in just the second half. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for San Antonio.
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Here's Ariza following the score by Tony Parker. West to screen on Parker. Here's Paul. Here he goes. No good again that time.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Here's Parker. He's got 11. Splitter with a screen on Paul. Always going up for the alley-oop here, and it's slammed in by Splitter.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
The Hornets trail by 13. Now, here is Stojakovic. To the paint, here's West. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Duncan.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Now, here's Jefferson. Ginobili, left side. Sweet little floater. Ginobili's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. San Antonio making a switch here. Temple's checked in. The Hornets also with a sub. Smith is checked in. And it's Ariza with the ball for the New Orleans Hornets. Down by 15. And there's the call on Garrett Temple. That's his first foul.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
And so it's New Orleans with it. Parker with the steal.
And thought that pass was going to get through, but no. All of a sudden, he was going the other way. with the basketball. Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Ginobili against Stojakovic. The feed now to West. Back to Stojakovic. Now Smith. Still scoreless. 4 on the shot clock. Here's West. Fades away and sinks the tough shot.
We know West is very comfortable in the mid-range, and he prefers to attack you from that area.
Spurs leading by 15. Parker outside. Pass to Ginobili. Shot clock at 6. Duncan with the screen for Ginobili. Goes back up. And Duncan gets it to go in. Duncan's got 18 points in the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't have to. Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Ginobili against Stojakovic. And here is Ginobili. 23 points in the game. Takes it inside. He feeds it to Duncan. That falls. Nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili. Ginobili's got 3 assists now in this one. The Hornets trail by 16. Reza passes to Stojakovic. West, right side. And there's the call on Ginobili. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Matt Bonner, he's checked in for the Spurs. And New Orleans also making a change. Benga, he's checked in for Okafor. New Orleans moving the ball around. Pass to Smith. And here's Ariza. 5 on the clock. Stojakovic gets to Ariza. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. For 3, West. San Antonio with the rebound. Duncan's got 11 rebounds in the game. Temple finds Parker. It's Ginobili on the wing. Launches it. Here's Duncan. Oh, and the jam by Duncan.
Oh, he is firing his guys up now. Sweet dunk from Duncan. Mesmerizing.
The Hornets trail by 18. Reza passes to West. Stojakovic with it. The pass to Benga. Kicks it to West.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Ariza sends a screen for West. Count it. West has got 23 points. We've got 1:48 left here in the 3rd quarter. Stojakovic against Ginobili. Duncan with a screen on Stojakovic. Ginobili attacking. No points there. 9 for 14 from the floor, but still shooting 64% this game. Stojakovic against Ginobili. Now, here's Stojakovic. Tight defense on him, and there it is for him.
Gets the defender to sell out on the pump fake, then flips it in.
1:11 left in the 3rd quarter. Spurs leading by 14. Passes to Bonner. Now the dish to Temple. Shoots a 3. Connects from 3-point range. Temple's got 5 points so far.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Ariza. Pass to Stojakovic. Now here's West. Over Temple. West misses. San Antonio's gone 4-6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. Pass to Duncan. It's Ginobili on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Here's Parker. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Smith's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Ariza against Duncan. Ariza outside. Here's West. The shot from the low post is good. West has got 25 points.
David West really comfortable in this area and just going to work, doing his thing down there.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Spurs lead by 15. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Spurs leading by 15. Parker with it. Lets it fly from 18. Yep, that one goes in there. And the Spurs lead by 17.
You gotta admire how clever Splitter is. Just uses his height well there on the close range shots.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for New Orleans. Smith outside. Now the pass to Hill. Paul for 3. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. 25 points in the game.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
San Antonio's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Duncan outside. Ginobili looking around. Passes it to Duncan. He dishes it to Ginobili. 6 on the shot clock. Parker with no one around. And the Spurs scoring again.
Wow, he is lighting it up here in the second half.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Right outside. Good work defensively by Ginobili. Spurs leading by 16. Parker outside. Pass to Splitter. Over right, and it's San Antonio with another.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Parker against Paul. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
At the line for the Hornets, Chris Paul. At the line for 1.
Free throw drops for Paul.
You know, Chris Paul has probably forgotten more about basketball than most of us know. He's an encyclopedia of knowledge for the game.
Jefferson setting the pick for Parker. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
That's good from Parker.
And Parker just so skilled at marching his way to the stripe. He just has an endless amount of cunning moves that consistently frustrate the opposition.
And Tony Parker drops them both. The Hornets trail by 17. Ball outside. He takes it in, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Paul's got 12 points in just the second half.
You know, for a player that's a bit undersized, he's still compactly built. Chris Paul driving the lane, knows how to angle his body, change his release point. Whatever he has to do, he'll do it in order to get his shot off.
Here is Splitter following the basket by Chris Paul. Duncan against Smith. Parker outside. Splitter with a screen on Paul. Parker outside. Paul grabs the board. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And there's the call on Ginobili. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
And the Hornets making a change here. Okafor's checked in. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Hill looking it over. Smith on the wing. 4 on the clock. Back to Wright. Good work defensively by Ginobili. San Antonio leading by 15. Screen by Duncan. Lets a floater go. Ginobili. That's good. Ginobili's got 25 points in the game.
And you know, Ginobili is a 3-level scorer. And it doesn't take much for him to catch fire.
The Hornets shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Ball against Parker. Okafor with the screen on Parker. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
32 foul. At the line for the Hornets, Emeka Okafor. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
And Okafor's strength is his defensive presence. I mean, this guy rebounds the ball solidly and knows how to block shots, too.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. San Antonio leading by 16. Jefferson passing to Ginobili. Bucket is good. 27 points for Manu Ginobili.
Great dime that time from Jefferson, the swing man, who knows how to find his open teammates, too.
And so here is New Orleans. Smith outside. Back to Paul. He's looking for Okafor and finds him. Wright finds Paul. Okafor sets the pick for Paul. And then Okafor slams it in.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
So it's San Antonio now, following the bucket by the Hornets. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Chris Paul picks up that one.
Yeah, he just puts the D in a bind there. Whenever Splitter gets it that deep, you know he's going to get the call from there.
And he makes the first.
And Splitter has that lovable personality, a terrific glue guy that teammates love playing with.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. West is checked in for Jason Smith. Stojakovic comes in for Hill. And it's Ariza in for Wright. And he can't hit the second. And it's Ariza with the ball for New Orleans. Pass to Okafor. Dishes it to Paul. Floats one up. 2 points. That one goes. Paul's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
Spurs leading by 15. Ginobili outside. Duncan with a screen on Ariza. And Okafor with the block. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
The Hornets making a switch here. Angus checked in. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, here's what Monty Williams went over with his team during the timeout. Now, his tone was pretty serious. He said, you guys need to prove you're in this. No one else can do it for you. Time to pour on the gas. We'll see if that fire gets lit, guys.
All right, David, thanks. Parker against Paul. The pass to West. Ariza outside. This is it to Paul. On the wings to Jakovic. Over Parker. Out to West. Paul dishes to Ariza. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And a look now at the Hornets' upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll be playing the Rockets in Houston. And then on Friday, they'll head back home to host the Miami Heat. That free throw missing. And he's good on the second. Spurs leading by 14. Ginobili outside. Splitter sets a screen for Ginobili. Drops in the tray. Ginobili's got 17 points here in the second half.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Chris Paul's so good at working for his points. Even if the defense is on his back, challenging him, he still finds a way to finish.
And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They led by as many as 18 points. He kicks to Splitter. Outside Jefferson. 6 to shoot. Three-pointer. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. Ginobili's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Now here's Paul. Ariza outside. Pass to West. Over Duncan. And Splitter pulls it down. Splitter's got 5 rebounds tonight. Parker passes to Ginobili.
Blocking foul. Hold on. Chris Paul. 4th personal foul.
And the Spurs with possession. They lead by 17. Jefferson kicks to Splitter. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Ginobili. Fires for 3. Oh my! He'll go to the line with a chance for a 4-point play. Chris Paul picks up that one. Here's Ariza. Paul outside. And there's the pass to West. Kicks to Stojakovic. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Hey, you know, I like the competitive spirit, but when you look at it, I think he rushed that 3 a little bit because he was trying to get back at his opponent.
And it's out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. Garrett Temple is checked in for Ginobili.
Number 2, Garrett Temple.
The Hornets trail by 20. Now here's Paul. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Paul plays with such force and smarts combined. I mean, he looks for contact and does a good job of drawing fouls on the way up.
And the first one drops. And both free throws good from Paul.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Here's Temple. The dish to Duncan. Back to Temple. Screen by Duncan. Goes up at the stripe. Rebounded by Benga. The Hornets trail by 18. Paul outside. Benga passes to Stojakovic. Cranes the three-pointer.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Splitter with a screen on Paul. Parker against Paul. Parker dishes to Splitter. Passes it to Temple. Clock at 6. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. And the Spurs lead by 18. Hornets have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. West the bounce pass. Paul against Parker. The shot's good from Paul.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
To the middle, here's Duncan, and he banks in the layup. Duncan's got 12 points here in the second half.
Hey, it may not make the highlight reel, but all Tim Duncan does is score points, and he makes your team a ton better.
A chance here to get a quick injury report.
Well, guys, I had a minute to catch up with the Hornets' head athletic trainer. And this is an unfortunate injury and potentially devastating for them. The next few games will be without him on the court. Of course, other players are going to have to step up to fill that role. That's all we've got, Kevin.
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sideline.
And in the training room, guys. I mean, that is not going to be an easy injury to bounce back from.
Emeka Okafor, he's checked in for Benga. And so it's New Orleans with it. And it's Ariza in the corner. Offline with his three. San Antonio leading by 18. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Stolen by Stojakovic. Pass to Ariza. And the layup's good off the glass. And that's now 6 points for Trevor Ariza.
Man, love the size Ariza has down low, using his long arms to get off shots inside.
And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for the Spurs. To the inside, Duncan. Feeds it to Splitter. Back to Duncan. Second shot opportunity. He takes it up and lays it in. Duncan's got 14 points now in the second half.
Got to admire the focus now. Duncan is really good at overpowering the defense at times. I like seeing him get to work inside.
Parker with the steal. Now here's the fast break. Parker leading the way. Here's Duncan. And the dunk by Duncan.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Here is Paul after the basket by San Antonio. And Clark, this summer, the 1960 and 1992 U.S. men's basketball teams both inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Both teams were undefeated, winning by over 42 points on average. But the world is starting to catch up after some disastrous finishes. Nice to see the U.S. back on track with 2 straight gold medals in Beijing and Turkey.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout. A dominating performance for the Spurs.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season. You love to get an opponent figured out early, and you're going to be seeing them that often.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Tim Duncan.
Well, I love the force that he showed on defense, using all of his length to deny shots. He was their anchor tonight.
Now Parker. He dishes it to Temple. Spurs working the ball around now. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Duncan. Count that one. Duncan's got 32 points in the game.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
And here is Paul. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time.